to a new edition of Morse Beat. I'm Craig Laurey.
And I'm Jared McCaig.
It has been a long time since we've been in front of these cameras. I mean, when we started, we were in T-shirts and shorts. And now, the only thing keeping me warm are these lights because there's 13 degrees outside and a foot of snow on the ground. But on the other hand, we have very special guests today. Dr. John King, he's the Commissioner of Education for New York State. Also, Jared's doing a few kids on Minecraft.
Yep.
Jared?
I'm going to be doing Kaya, and I'm going to be doing Shay, and I'm going to be doing Mark Danza, and Tyler Keener, that's who.
And I'm doing a few kids on granting Morse student government. A few kids who didn't exactly make the election. They're still part of it. They still want to help out the school. So they're going to be telling us a few ideas that they have. Also, we have Carter Vale, the president, who was elected. Good job, Carter. And we have a few of his friends that are also in student election and student government, and they also want to help.
Hello and welcome to Morse Beat. I'm Jared McCaig, and I'm here with Tyler and Kaya Gianelli and Mark Danza. What's up? And we're going to be discussing, what is it, guys? Minecraft. Okay. And so let's start with you, Kaya. If I didn't know anything about Minecraft, could you tell me what the game is?
It's basically a creative game that you get to express your, not express your feelings, that's a bad way of describing it. You get to just be creative in it and, sort of use your imagination a bit.
Is it the sort of game that you are supposed to, beat, or are you just, running around and playing in it?
You can't really beat the game. It's more of a just game where you just keep playing it. Where you run around and play it, as you just said.
How long do you think you have been playing Minecraft?
About a half a year, almost a year probably.
Okay. Next it's you, Mark. Can you describe what creative mode is?
Creative mode, you fly around, you have access to any material you want in the game, and you just build anything you want. Plain and simple.
Can you tell me what a mod is?
A mod is sort of a modification to the game. It adds something into the game that isn't already there, so you can have all new features. There's very many mods for a lot of different things.
How long do you think you've been playing Minecraft?
About the same timeline as Kaya Gianelli here, maybe a little less. But...
All right, you're up, Tyler. Can you describe what survival mode is?
Survival mode is the exact opposite of creative mode. What you need to do is just go around and get trees and cut things down. It's kind of like you just survive, and you can't fly or anything like that, like you can in creative mode, and you don't have complete resources or anything. You have to go find your resources.
Why do you think this is so interesting, Minecraft?
It's just fun how you can build anything you want with your own. Nobody else is like there's no way that you have to build it. You could build it your own way at any time.
How long do you think you've been playing Minecraft?
I've been playing for about a year, maybe a year and a half now.
Okay, guys, I like Minecraft as well, and some people don't, but that's okay. And according to you guys, it's a fun game. And one more time, this is Jared McCaig, and this is Mark Danza, Kaya Gianelli, and Tyler Keenan. And we'll be right back with Craig Laurey.
All right, I'm back with the student election, guys. Today, we have Carter Vale, my school president. Good job, Carter.
Thank you.
We have Randy. We have Jeremy Corneliuson. And what were you guys running for?
I was running for the president.
Mm-hmm.
And I was running for secretary. I was also running for president.
Yep, I was running for president myself. I obviously didn't win if Carter got it. And one day we were talking offset, and I got to a group with a lot of kids on student election, and we were talking about plans of what we want to do for the school, plans for fundraisers, for things that not only that we need, but say just what kids want. And this is what they said. Carter?
Well, I was saying we should probably do some fundraisers to get new equipment at recess because there's some arguments over the kickballs since we have so few, and
sometimes when the younger grades come out, I see arguments over jump ropes. So I just feel like we need a bit more equipment, maybe some soccer balls, maybe some stuff we haven't had before.
Randy?
I'm kind of agreeing with Carter and help with that. And then we also have a lot of problems with like bullying and stuff, and we're gonna try to prevent that.
Yeah, I know that's like the main thing, I guess you could say, this year is to stop bullying, because over the years it's just progressed and progressed and progressed. And I'm not going to say things haven't been done, but it's just now that it's getting so bad, people have finally noticed it, and now they're taking charge about it, and they're finally putting things, handing out cards, telling people plans to do if you see bullying, things like that. And it's a great way to stop it. Jeremy?
I agree with both of them. They're both good plans. And like I know I was talking with Carter for a story I was gonna do, but I didn't get enough stuff to do it. But it's unfortunate. But so I interviewed him like, what do you want? He said like kickballs, like maybe like small soccer goals, maybe stuff like that. And then he said he wanted to make like an anti-bullying club to patrol the hallways and stuff like lunch.
Yep. And I know there's some other kids who were not even in student election. They had ideas for groups to stop bullying. I know in our school newspaper, a lot of kids, I know Ty Gallagher wrote a story in it. It was the anti-bullying. It wrote in ways that he thought you could stop bullying and ways he's seen it and ways to avoid it, make it stop just before it even happens. And it was a good story, and there's probably going to be more. I mean, it's getting better. And on the other hand, were you guys happy about the election, not only for yourselves, but for, like, the other kids in it? How did you guys feel about that?
Oh, I didn't think I was going to win because of the competition between Julia Quinlan, Jeremy, and you. I thought we all had a very good chance of winning, and when Mrs. Kraft told me I had won, I was actually very surprised.
I was happy with what I got secretary. There were other good candidates in there, and I was hoping I would win. And then I was also hoping that maybe there would be a girl that got voted, since it's all 4 boys.
Jeremy?
I felt pretty good about it, but I know like some people just ran because they didn't just want to be in student council. That's what I did. But I also tried to want to get there, and I gave out the little cards and stuff.
Yeah, he definitely, I would have to say Jeremy did the most campaigning. He took time out of his day. He made little, like, business cards and put magnets and all little stuff on the back of them so people could put them on the refrigerator, do whatever you wanted with them. And it was good. And a lot of people put out one of the requirements to be in student council was you had to make a poster out on the wall. And this year, I'd have to say, was probably the best. I mean, there was a lot of them, a lot of much bigger posters. I saw people putting like Christmas lights and stuff on them, making them shine, putting their picture all big, bright words everywhere. I mean, they really, really stood out. And we will be back with 2 girls who are also in student election, but sadly did not get picked. And we will be right back with them. All right, and I'm back with the girls that were in I wouldn't say the only girls that were in it, but I picked them because they, I guess you could say, showed the most amount of effort. They were there every meeting. They did great posters, nice and big and bright. And I have a few questions for them. So what were you guys running for?
I was running for secretary.
I was running for president.
And what was, when we were talking in the group, what were some of your plans that you said?
Well, when we talked with Carter Vale and Randy Dodick and Lauren Turk, we were thinking about doing a huge sports day and have all different kind of sports and because most of the children in Granny Morse love sports, and people who don't can do like a bake sale or something and be a great fundraiser.
Lauren? Yeah. Okay. Now, what happens if you're not elected? What happens if you don't make president or secretary or any of the positions? What can you do then?
Well, I still stay in student council, and I helped some of the president Carter Vale, and Secretary Randy Dodick help with some plans and just give them some ideas.
Lauren, you have anything to add?
You just, you can stay in or you can leave. So you're kind of like the, Congress.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. So you're saying, so if I didn't get president, I could still stay in and I could still help with, fundraisers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
All right. And what I asked the boys before was, what did you guys think of the election? I know you guys weren't elected, which is bad. I mean, that's that's the outcome of it. Even if you run for it, you got to take in the fact that you might not get elected. I mean, it could happen. So what did you guys think of it?
I thought it was a great run. I thought it was very fair and good.
Lauren?
I thought it was pretty fair, and everybody, got a chance to
Get their voice
Yeah.
out, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
All right, and thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming on. I'd like to say thank you to the boys. And I'll be right back with Jared. All right, I'm back with a very, very, very special guest. Probably for just our school. He's probably one of the biggest people we've had on Morse Beat. I mean, it's a true honor. I'd like to thank you for coming.
Glad to be here.
All right. And this is Dr. John King. He is the Commissioner of Education. And I have a few questions to ask him. Why did you travel all the way from Albany just to come to Saugerties today?
Well, I'm happy to be in Saugerties today because I heard great things about Saugerties School District and about your school, and I heard that a lot of good work is happening around the Common Core, the new standards that New York has adopted, and so I wanted to see that firsthand.
Okay. What would you say is the role of education in our state and nation?
Well, education is the key to success of the state and of the country. If we don't do a good job preparing young people for college and for jobs, then we won't be as successful as a country. That's the most important investment we make as a society.
What can students do to better prepare themselves as learners?
That's a great question. Well, it's important to do homework every night. It's important to read a lot, to read as much as possible, to read anything that you're interested in, to spend time at the library, figuring out books that you are excited about, that you can read. Practicing math problems, getting your math facts down is really important. And being curious about the world. And so whenever you have a question and you wonder, why does it work? Why does something work that way? Or why is the world like that? Going and finding out, researching, that will help you be prepared as a better student.
Yeah, because I know, not only my parents, but I've heard from other students saying, I don't like homework, I don't like doing my math facts. Well, if you think about it, in the long run, if you were to look at all, the big, mathematicians in the world, if you ask them, they were the ones that did their homework every night, studied when they were supposed to, did good on tests, and some of them, I know, weren't even A students, but they give it all they got, and if you keep doing that, you can learn and learn and learn until finally you're the best, and you can do that.
Exactly.
All right. What can you say about the recent changes in education, such as Common Core and shifts in teaching and learning?
Well, the reason that we're doing the work on the Common Core in New York is because we think we can do even better. We have a lot of great schools in New York, but we think we can do even better as a state. And we think if students are reading more challenging books, if students are writing more, if students are doing more problem solving in math, that will help students learn more, be more successful when they get to college, when they get to jobs. And so that's our goal. And that's what I'm hoping to see today during my visit here.
All right. March Madness does not mean preparing for tests. It means college basketball mayhem. Who do you think will be in the men's Final Four? Who do you think will win the national champion? And here you go.
I haven't finished my brackets yet, but definitely Florida will be in the Final Four. I'm thinking Wisconsin out of the West. I think Wichita State is going to make it this time, although Kentucky is very strong. And then my surprise pick in the East is Harvard, because I went there, and that'll be a huge upset.
All right. I'd like to thank you for coming on today. It's been a great honor to have you on the show, and it's just been a great privilege for me.
Thanks. It's been fun to be on.
Yep. And this has been it for Morse Beat. I'll be back with Jared. All right, and we're back. This has been another great episode of Morse Beat. It's really good to be back in front of the cameras, get another show in. Don't forget, there's a lot of other shows on GPI TV. With Carter Vale, you have Inside Just Print It. With Ty Gallagher and Alex Morris, you have Sports G2. It's a great show. It tells you all the updates about sports. These two kids know more about sports than I think most of the coaches on the team. These kids are ungodly. And Carter Vale, he has all the latest scoops on everything you can imagine about not only in our school, in our community. It goes nationwide. He can tell you anything you want to. I'd like to say thank you to all our guests who came in and helped me shoot the show. I'd like to say thank you to Jared. And Jared?
Be sure to Google us, watch us, like us, and share us.